before I talk about all the things I've said that were anti-Israel, Cody Carnes is on the communion list. He's probably on the Titty Mount. That's a big deal. I hope he's excited about it. Cody Carnes is a Christian artist. You have to understand, Christian music is better than every other music right now on the radio, so it's that's just a fact. Meredith Andrews is on the communion list for Faith and Wonder. They would both be nominated for Vinox Sammys if I do a Vinox Sammy award this year. Meredith Andrews is from Vertical Worship, and I'm pretty sure Vertical Worship has won a Vinox Sammy for Album of the Year before. I think so. They might have won Song of the Year. Vertical Worship's incredible. Anyway, so now that I found out that my lawyer is so pro-Israel that she was for bombing Gaza, and you have to understand, Israel was killing tons of civilians in Gaza. And so, if you're a Jewish person that was for the bombing of Gaza, you are a radical Jewish person. You're not a regular Jewish person. I'm just saying, generally, Jewish people tend to disagree with Benjamin Netanyahu's violence. So, I have this lawyer now that replaced my other lawyer. And my other lawyer quit immediately after she said that she was going to have me have a competency evaluation. And they gave me this lawyer. And I went through her tweets, and she has a lot of Shabbat shaloms. And you know what? I'm actually someone that believes in the Shabbat generally. But so I was thinking I'd tell you guys all the things I've said that were anti-Israel, because I just told my parents about this lawyer, and my mom, who's Jewish, they changed their name from Levinson to her maiden name, and she's secretly Jewish because she's Christian, but she's not secret. She'll tell you it if you ask her, but she's not Jewish. She's Christian. She was like, take down. You can't be anti-Israel on the internet. And I told her, I said, I'm not trying to appeal to the religious nuts in Israel to get them on my side. You know who I'm trying to get on my side? 1.5 billion Chinese people that are small targets if you're trying to shoot them, that are good at shooting, that are hardy people, that aren't they don't need amenities when they're at war. They'll go to war and they'll raid your freaking house, and they'll eat the food in your kitchen, and they'll be happy about it. They'll walk around with chickens. They'll kill their own chicken and cook it. They are strong people. That's who I want on my side. I want people that are against Israel, and I'm not trying to appeal to the United States with my information warfare. I'm trying to appeal to an international audience, and I actually know what the international audience thinks. They tend to be against Israel. The American government tends to be pro-Israel. Why? Well, we've got the director of the CIA who's Jewish, and I don't know how Jewish he is. We've got the director of national intelligence who's Jewish. We've got everybody that they pick, that Joe Biden has picked, tends to be Jewish. And what I've said in the past is our drug trafficking organization is not Jewish, specifically in Colorado. I don't think we have anyone in on it who's Jewish. And we have the governor of our state, and we have apparently a lot of lawyers that are Jewish, but we don't have anybody in our state who is part of this drug lab who is Jewish. We're not Catholic either. We are Protestant or non-religious. So I just recently said that I've always dreamt of invading Israel. And the reality is I've actually only been dreaming of invading Israel for about 7 years. But when I was a child, what was the elementary school I attended? Because I attended religious school. My lawyer attended religious school. I attended religious school. But her religious school was Jewish. And my religious school was Christian. And my religious school, our mascot was the Crusaders, because we apparently are for crusading. And odd enough, my favorite Focus on the Family recording I've ever heard was about the Cross of Cortez. Adventures in Odyssey is a Focus on the Family production. Focus on the Family is right down the street here in Colorado Springs. And they have a story about the Cross of Cortez that helped Hernan Cortez conquer and spread Christianity. And I used to always love this mystical story about the Cross of Cortez. So I've said Israel's never going to be on my side during World War III. I have said that the Holocaust happened because bankers were put like the bankers like a very high percentage of bankers in Germany were Jewish during World War I, and the reason for that was because there was a council, like a Christian council. They used to bring in all these bishops, and they would make decisions for the entire church, and they banned usury, they banned lending money for a profit, and so like it was viewed as a very immoral profession by the Christians in the early church, and so that brought in Jewish people, because I'm pretty sure Muslims also weren't allowed to lend money. And so after the currency collapsed, after Germany's currency collapsed, everyone blamed Germany, or they blamed the Jewish people. And apparently a lot of Jewish people, if you notice my TikTok, I had a bunch of like death threats and stuff from Jewish people that were saying that Mossad's going to kill you and stuff like that, because of what I was saying. And so what else have I said? I said Israel will never be on my side during World War III. I've said I've been pretty critical about the percentage of Jewish people on the Supreme Court, because like Jewish people are only 2% of the United States population, but they're in all the most powerful positions. I think I even said something about Adam Schiff, who's Jewish. And Chuck Schumer is in charge of the Senate. He's Jewish, and like, okay, so I said Adam Schiff is a national security threat on TikTok. That's what I said, because he has such a radical pro-Israel stance. But I don't think Avril Haines is. I think Avril Haines is probably not See, there are two different types of Jewish people. There are the radical religious nut Jewish people that are so pro-Israel that are like, it's like they think that they need to have these 10 million people on their side no matter what, even if Israel does terrible things, and they're very unpopular internationally. And then there are the people that are just like, I'm Jewish, but more than anything, I'm just an American, and I don't really care about Israel. But Jewish people tend to be very pro-Israel no matter what. So what I'm trying to say is, like, when you don't think I do psychological warfare because you're too stupid, because you don't understand what I'm trying to do, which I'm trying to get like very, very strong soldiers on our side that aren't as weak as the Americans, because even the Americans, they would never kill a chicken and pluck it. Like, I'm just saying, like, that is not in their nature. The Chinese will, and a lot of these countries I put on my list would. And so I need strong people. I don't need little sissies on my side, and I definitely don't need someone on my side who's going to make everyone hate me. And the reality is, if I chose Israel for my side, everyone would hate me, and it's probably because that chutzpah, like that ambition to be in charge of everything, and I think the chutzpah is a problem. I can't believe that they did this. After my lawyer quit, they put her. Like, it's just like the most baffling thing I've ever heard in my life. This is like, I'm pretty sure you can lose your law license for keeping something like that secret if you're watching my videos. But she's acting like she's never watched my videos. But if she has, and then she's faking like she hasn't watched my videos, even though she's my lawyer, then I'm just saying, like, it sounds like you can lose your law license for that.